J. Walter Duckworth was an Oconee County citizen who was hired to play at funerals sometimes with his wife. He would sing while she played the piano. And one time they attended the funeral of another Oconee County native just known as Handlebar because he had a big nice handlebar mustache. Handlebar was a practical man in life and had built his own casket out of wood from his property that he cut, milled. However, when the day finally came for him to go into the casket, it was a few sizes too small. It's remembered that they crammed him in there anyway, and his design was with some wing nuts that fastened the top down onto it. Mr. Duckworth remembers being at the funeral. The preacher got up and did his thing. A few people got up and spoke some words, and the preacher was about ready around 2:30 to take the casket to the cemetery. But Handlebar's wife stood up and said, "Please open the casket. I need to see my handlebar one more time." So they undid those wing nuts and took the lid off the top, and she stood there and stroked the handlebar mustache. And when she was done, they pushed the lid back down on the top and fastened those wing nuts. The preacher was like, "All right, let's make our way to the cemetery." And once again, Handlebar's wife, "Please take the lid off. I need to see my handlebar one more time." They undo the wing nuts, take the lid off. She does the same thing again, strokes the mustache. And this time the pallbearers are, each time they're forcing that lid back down on top of him to squeeze him in there. Needless to say, Handlebar's wife ritual continues until about 7 p.m. And Mr. Duckworth remembers that about the last time the pallbearers were pressing and creaking and cracking that lid back down onto the top of that casket, that those wing nuts were about stripped off of there before they finally got it in the ground.